I'm Belinda Sunshine. Welcome to another episode of When We Were Young. And today, wow, I've got someone or two persons very special in our studio. I'm not going to tell you who they are, just watch it.
Hi everybody, I'm Max Surin.
And I'm Linda Elizabeth, and we were from the band
Tokyo Square.
Tokyo Square was born in 1984 when longtime collaborators Linda Elizabeth and Peter Han came together. Linda's half-brother, Max Surin, would join them not long after. A year after their formation, the band recorded a song titled Within You Remain. This song was originally released in 1983 by the Hong Kong-based musician Donald Ashley and his band China. It was the guitarist and producer Reggie Verghese who picked the song for Tokyo Square to record.
Within you remain and always will. I love you. What I need you more than I ever did.
The song, with its catchy melody and the blend of Eastern and Western instruments, became a gigantic hit with over 500,000 records sold. It topped the local and regional charts and would eventually go platinum. Within You Remain turned Tokyo Square into an overnight pop sensation in the 80s. They went on to perform at various concerts, TV shows, and street parties. They even performed at the National Day Parade in 1987 in front of 50,000 people.
Tokyo Square!
Within You Remain traveled well, and riding on the song's popularity, Tokyo Square released two new tracks in 1986 called Oriental City and Without Your Love. The two tracks also appeared on the compilation album produced by Warner Music titled Second Class Acts. Max and Linda also featured on another album called Canton Rock. But, for better or worse, Within You Remain was the song that defined their musical success. In late 1986, Max decided to carve his own path and formed another pop rock group. Linda kept Tokyo Square going, recruiting new band members. They spent 2 years playing in Japan. Over the years, Max and Linda have pursued their own respective musical interests. Max performed in China, and Linda sang locally at the Swiss Hotel Stamford. The appeal of Within You Remain has endured after almost 4 decades. Max and Linda are still asked to perform the song at reunion gigs. In 2015, at the Celebrate SG15 New Year Countdown show, Max and Linda, with help from John Molina and Anne Hussein, performed Within You Remain at the concert, reflecting its place in Singapore's musical history. Perhaps for all Singaporeans, it is the simple yet meaningful words in the chorus, 我爱你, I love you, that best symbolize how we feel about Tokyo Square and Within You Remain. And now you recognize the song Within You Remain from Tokyo Square. So now let's put our hands together to meet the incomparable Surin and Linda Elizabeth. Hi, guys. Hey, Max, you remind me of Prince,
谢谢, thank you.
Prunes.
1999.
Thank you.
The song.
We used to call him Prunes.
Prunes. Oh my, why were you called Prunes?
Because Prince, so we can't call him Prince, right? So we have to call him Prunes. It's like, you know.
Such beloved sister. All right, now, why don't we kick off by telling us how did your music or how did the journey begin for both of you?
Max started young.
Yeah.
When during his school days, he was already singing. And, you know, and I followed after him. And we began our journey there, actually, from there.
Okay, why the name Tokyo Square?
Because if I say Tokyo round, it'd be like now, but
Okay, but why Tokyo?
Japan was like very big at that time, you know. So,
Okay.
so someone suggested, why don't we use the name Tokyo? You know, it was in fact an old friend from Tanya, Talib. And so he said, why don't you start with something Tokyo? So we thought like, okay, all right.
Throughout this musical journey, I'm sure both of you must have faced a lot of challenges, you know. Would you like to share with us?
Well, the challenge is we got a recording deal, right? So we had to work real hard for that album, and we need lots of airplay and all that. So we get good DJs, MCs,
Promoting us, yeah.
airplay us. So that was very good for
I
us.
think that was you too, right?
Yes, I know. I
Belinda
know.
was one
I'm
of our-
always for Tokyo Square. Remember your Class Act album?
Class
Oh,
Acts.
that was a really cool one.
Yes.
All right, now in the year 1985, both of you and the whole team, in fact, you know, the band, recorded Within You Remain. You know, this became a phenomenal hit. You know, it was a success for the group, you know. Did you come as a big surprise then? That how come suddenly, wow, it was like, woo, hitting the charts all over?
Definitely, yeah. We were like shocked, like, I'm shocked. Yeah, it was really
For me, it was a first time recording. So it was a challenge for me also, you know, but exciting also, you know, to be recorded. So we didn't really know that particular song would be a hit song also, because we had like
okay.
5 bands in an album, you know, and out of these 5 bands, 2 bands rose as top hit songs.
I see.
There was like my sis and Hussein of Gingerbread, and of course us, Tokyo Square.
Wow. So it was really awesome that it came as a big, big surprise. You know, the song itself became like a signature tune for Tokyo Square. And I'm sure, you know, to you both especially, you know, what is the significance for it?
I guess it's the chorus, right? The chorus is very catchy,
Yeah, the chorus is.
and it relates to a lot of people, to everyone, I guess. You know, I love you, 我爱你. It's
Okay.
you know, it's very
It strikes a chord
yeah, that's
with anyone, whether young or old.
right.
Sing it to me.
我爱你,
我爱你,
I love you,
我爱你.
I need you.
Wow, that is really cool.
Also because we did the National Day, so it was quite big for us also. We are the first band in
to ever
Singapore
do the-
to do the National Day and singing 我爱你, I love Singapore.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
changed the words.
that's
They changed
the
it to
words.
Okay.
I love you, Singapore.
That was during the National Day Parade.
1987.
My God, more than 50,000 people were there
Yes.
watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure the ministers were also saying,
Of-
"Well, I
yeah,
need
yeah,
Singapore."
yeah.
We got to shake hands with the
Yeah.
ministers, you know, right?
Cool. Want to share a bit with us? What happened when you shook hands with the ministers?
Ministers at that time was Mr. Goh Chok Tong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the
PM.
Prime Minister. And we had tea time with him before we did the show. We
Okay.
had tea and all that. With all
And the late
MPs.
Anita Mui, right?
Yeah, Anita Mui was a guest artist
Yeah.
Oh,
at that
really?
time, yeah.
And that was
cool.
That was the day where she fell off the stage.
she fell off stage. It was like a shocking. No, it was a really high stage, right? And then suddenly we heard boom, and everybody, the whole crowd went, ah!
Okay, tell us more. Tell us more. Then what happened?
Shocking. That one was. She, I guess, when she was dancing, she like moved back, and when she moved back, she missed the. It was actually nothing there. You know what I mean? It's like a box, right? So she was like somewhere
But lucky she
behind.
fell on the field.
And she got up again, and then she got up and just like continued singing. Everybody cheered for her.
Yeah, because the show must go on. But do you find that, it became so popular, people will be thinking, my God, these young people are going to be millionaires.
Ooh, we wish.
We wish.
Why? Why do you say we wish?
Million hair.
Okay, never mind, Linda, tell us. Yeah. What happened? Didn't you reap in, the money from royalties and what have you?
Not so much from royalties and all, but maybe I should say that we were fortunate that we had jobs, endless jobs. That means we always had a gig to go to, and we could choose which job we wanted. That was the only benefit for us, I guess, right? And
But we were a bit naive at that time. We were so new in the recording first time,
Okay.
So we don't know what might happen. So when we had this deal, we didn't really sign a contract individually, you see.
Oh, no.
So that was...
Don't you have a manager?
we don't have manager. We are on our own.
Okay.
So I presume we didn't sign a contract. Only one person in the band wrote a signature contract. We didn't have individuals. So I think that was a mistake. Being naive, at that time.
Okay.
So it was our mistake also.
So do I see that only the person who signs it gets paid?
Correct.
Oh, what a shame,
So
isn't it?
it just... it was our mistake also. We couldn't blame anyone.
I mean,
because we didn't
he was
know.
supposed to share with us, so he did that on the few times last. But
Okay.
on a whole, to be a millionaire from the company itself, we didn't really get much.
We had lots of fame, but
Yep.
we had
Lots
no
of fame.
fortune.
That's a good one. Oh. I remember too, in the year 1987, both you siblings sort of parted ways and did your own projects.
Yeah.
Why?
Just wanted to try.
For me, I went to different recordings on a solo basis. So I did like canto stuff, into English stuff, So I traveled a lot and went over to Indonesia, went over to Malaysia, went to Thailand to record these albums of mine,
Okay.
Yes,
But
for
you
Linda
also,
also, I
but
think.
you also did, within You Remain in different.
Yeah, most of the album I recorded
Yep.
had
Versions,
Within Remain.
Had versions
Yeah,
of
different
that.
style, different
Oh.
different versions, yeah.
No wonder it became so popular.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was done also one in Thai.
In Thai, and then we had one Indonesian Dandut style,
Oh, really?
also in Dandut beat, Yeah. In Thailand, we had that, not Wa Aini, but Chandrakun.
Chandrakun. Yeah.
That's I Love You
I
in
Love
Thai.
You.
Chandrakun,
cool.
Chandrakun,
Oh, that is really so cute.
Kun Rakchan. I love you, you love me.
Anyway, we
No
do have some.
wonder they fell in love with you, Prince.
But we didn't really travel to Thailand to do any concerts. We only did
Yeah.
Malaysia and Indonesia. Besides,
When Thailand and all that was like number one, the song,
Yeah.
Yes,
That's why
you
we
went
went
up the
over.
charts.
But we didn't get to
We didn't get
do anything
chance to go.
in Thailand, so
Oh, okay.
the airplay was tremendous in Thailand.
Yeah, that's what I read about it
Yeah.
too. And in Singapore, yes, but then you see, I was very angry because a lot of people not playing it,
Yeah,
among
you'd
my
be
lot,
surprised,
in our radio station.
Yeah, you'd be surprised that the song itself became popular after a month in Thailand. You'd be surprised to know. It was a top hit in Thailand, which friends of us say, hey, how come I heard your guys recording here in Thailand? But then after 1 month, it came back to Singapore. So music has to start somewhere.
That's
And
true.
it comes back here to
Here.
your home ground. Yeah.
I see. And you, my dear, you went to Japan.
Yes, I went to Japan.
Yeah, with the band.
Yeah.
Whilst your brother was doing other things.
That's right.
Okay. Share a little bit about what happened in Japan.
We did good there. You know, we almost cut an album, but it was like with Sony. You know, plus with Sony at that time, Sony was big, right? So, but some things came in the way, and then, but we worked there for like 2 years, and then we did good lah. You know, and then, but it was a different batch of boys because I had to change a few because some of them couldn't travel, and then some of them went their own way, right? So we continued like the second generation Tokyo Square, you know. But we still played within Remain, you know.
Everywhere you go.
Yeah,
It was really awesome.
it was awesome. Awesome.
But Max, later you came back and joined the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. When we came back from Japan, then he was available, so he joined us back again. Then we started working at, I think, Forum and all that, the local clubs, you know.
Now, if you were to look back, you know, both of you, if you were to look back all these years, you know, your popularity and then your rise to fame, I'm sure there must be some downside to it, right?
Yeah.
Tell us, you know, what would be your greatest achievement? You know, in this industry, which can be very fickle, I know, but I'm sure there must be something that, wow, I've done so well.
Yeah, for me, I think the job-wise, we were working all the way non-stop. So I think that was tremendously
to
good
musicians,
for us.
that's the best thing for us because
Okay.
you know, that's what we hope for, just to have work at you know at the same time. It's not just work, but it's like enjoying it. Your passion is being, you know, being answered as well.
We perform from 85 till today, we're still performing.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. And even, you know, during the SG50, you all had a big concert.
Yeah, that's right.
And you rope in also your own sister,
Yeah.
Anne, to come in. You know? Yeah, I'm sure there must be lots more that you would like to share with our audience right here on YouTube, I'm sure. You want to share some? Prince?
Hey,
not going you,
like I said,
Bruce.
for me, I'm so happy that till today we're still giving our music to the younger generations today. Now they are listening to this song. You know, what song is this? Huh? Oh, some of them remember. Oh, I remember my mom used to sing this song.
Some of them, like the very current kids, right? They don't know the song, but they say, I go back and ask my mother. The next day they come excited. Oh, my parents said that one, it was their favorite song, you know. And then I listened to the song. I love the song also. So we're like, oh, okay, good. It's spreading to the new generation as well, you know. So,
Yeah, that was very, interesting. Now
Yeah.
to get the young generation to, from the 80s till
Ask
today,
them, you like the song?
2000, 2000 they're
Yeah,
listening
it's more
to
than
this song.
40 years.
They're listening to this song also today. If they don't know, they will check it out with their parents.
So really cool. So what kind of advice would you give our new generation today if they want to go into music? Is it going to be a smooth ride for anyone, or it's going to be all ups and downs on the roller
they have-
coaster kind of thing?
They have to be positive, I guess. They have to think of the positivity. You know,
Okay,
since
positivity, yep.
they're all now well read in music, right? So they're better off than musicians when at our time. I mean, no doubt, these guys they use their ear, you know, to feel and everything. But reading wise, you know, that's one thing lacking. So I think the new generation is much luckier because they have all these things. So they have everything, right? If they're really talented, and they have the whole works, and I think that's going to
Digitized
push them.
instruments and what
Yeah,
have you.
yeah.
But for me, I think this musicians today, the younger generations, they need to expose themselves by traveling,
Okay.
and most of them, you see today, they've been traveling out to China, to Taiwan. That's where they made their name down there.
I see.
So you have to start somewhere. So I think to go overseas and perform, that's where people notice you. And when you come back home, be more, popular.
I
And,
see.
for me, I think that's good. And nowadays, the youngster today, they compose their own songs, and it's accepted. Whereas our time in the late 80s, it's a bit difficult. Most of the directors, executive recording company, they will tell us, no, we want you to do this, you do this. You have creative idea, they say put aside. You know? They will tell you, we want you to do this within remain like this, like this. Today, youngsters different. They give them creativity, let them create. That's good for them. So some are lucky, some, they try their best. But it's all hard work.
I see.
It's all hard work. It's not just like that. It's work to go up there.
So would you write your own songs now?
For me now, it's kind of like late to write
Okay.
songs, you know what I mean? The younger generations today, they can,
Yeah.
But for us, we passed that already. Our time, we didn't have that chance, Today, they have the chance. They can do it, For us, it's more like survival. Survival.
So now, looking forward with your passion in music, what are both of you doing?
We're still working at the clubs, and it's pretty much like almost 4 to 5 times a week, right? So
Yeah, at least 5 times a week.
so
It's lucky for us, lah.
Yeah, I
because,
consider that very.
Yeah, after COVID we had COVID for 2 years. We just hung.
Thought that was the
around
end of
and
music,
that's it.
but then surprisingly everything came
Yeah,
back
it
to
came
normal.
back
So
again.
like
Hopefully it stays this
really
way.
grateful lah.
And I'm sure you still enjoy it,
Yeah, of course. That's why we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, since you love doing it, what are you going to do for us in our studio today?
None
Will
other
do.
than Within You Remain.
Your Singapore's favorite song.
Oh, within you remain. And you always remain in our hearts, The people of Singapore will always love Tokyo Square.
Thank you.
So get ready, take it away.
Facing the world with an empty heart, I could disappear into the dark. And you were the one who could make my dreams come true, my dear. It's you. When you're not around, my heart stood still. Within you remain and always will. Illusion says there is another man who will interfere into my plans. What I need, I love you. What I need you more than I ever did anyone. I never felt like this before. What I need, I want you. What I need you. We could be two lovers from the past, and the future is our chance. you're not around, my heart stood still. Within you remain and always will. What I need, I love you. What I need you more than I ever did anyone. I never felt like this before. What I need, I want you. What I need you. We could be two lovers from the past, and the future is a chance.
I love you. Well, that's Tokyo Square for you.
Thank you.
And this is my good friend.
Linda.
Max.
And I'm Sunshine. Thank you for watching us on When We Were Young.
Tonight
We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight.
Ooh, thank you very much to be on our show. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to us and write your comments. So let's say our
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.